Water is a precious and unique life-sustaining resource. Although pure water is essential to living things, less than 1% of water on Earth is accessible and usable for humans. In order for water to move from a source to a safe, usable form of water for people, it must undergo a journey that eventually leads to our home. All water goes through a continuous cycle. Radiation is the driving force behind this water or hydrological cycle. When the sun heats the Earth's surface, evapotranspiration takes place. This is the process of water heating up and becoming a gas known as water vapor. Vapor is released through transpiration in plants and evaporation from collections of water. Once water vapor, it will ascend into the air where it will begin to cool and condense. Condensation occurs when the vapor cools and returns to a liquid state. This is when clouds form. As more and more water vapor condenses, the water molecules become heavy and begin to precipitate or fall back to Earth. This can come in the forms of rain, sleet, hail, and snow depending on the temperature. Once the form of precipitation falls, water collects. It will collect in rivers, lakes, and oceans. It can also collect underground in aquifers and as a solid state in ice caps and glaciers. Some water from designated source, such as reservoir, will make an extra journey through a series of filters and pipes to enter our homes for personal use. Whether water runs through the pipes of our homes, an underground aquifer, the ocean, or anywhere else, it is on a continuous journey. People use water in many different ways. One way to use water is personal hygiene, such as bath and toilets. The second way to use water is farming, such as crop irrigation and feeding animals. Another way to use water is drinking water. And we use water in cooking too. Different way to use water is making cements, concretes, and bricks. One other way to use water is making things like fabric, clothes, and ink. Water is polluted by factories, farming, and many different ways. We use water for cooling machines to keep them from overheating. Finally, cooling down plastic and metal industry. First, factories are one of the biggest cause of polluting water. Some selfish people and factories dumping toxic waste into rivers. That means water gets polluted. Farming is another biggest cause of polluting water. Farmers should stop using fertilizer, pesticide, and chemicals. Some farmers use small aircraft to spray fields with thick cloud of pesticides. Rain can wash down the pesticide through the soil into the local streams. Then it flows to oceans, seas, and lakes. Even if you use natural fertilizer, that could still cause problems. Slurry is a liquid manure. The slurry goes into the soil, then it flows to rivers, and it reduces the oxygen in water that fish can't breathe. Rivers are also damaged by sewage and acid rain. We have to conserve water. If we save even small amount of water, in the end we can save a lot of water. For example, when you're brushing teeth, turn off the tap when you're not using it. We can buy less plastic bottles and use normal water bottles. When you're washing dishes by hand, maybe it will be better if you had one sink with washing water and the other with cleaning water to rinse instead of leaving the tap running. Maybe you can do laundry when washing machines are full of clothes. So preserve and save water from getting polluted and conserve water for the future.